Hi, everybody. We are back. And of course, the drug epidemic is incredibly present here in Colorado. Someone that knows all too well the effects drugs can have on your life is Jamie Ethridge, sitting right here next to me. So Jamie fought a substance use disorder for 16 years. He was a musician who toured all over the world, but he had to stop due to drug use. After several attempts of treatment, Jamie has finally been sober for about a year. Jamie, congratulations to you on that. First of all, that's an incredibly big accomplishment. We're very proud of you. We got your therapist next to us, Blake, right here. We're going to talk to him in just a moment. But first, I want to talk to you about how did you even get to a point where you are now when you said, I'm done, enough is enough?
I think it had a lot to do with this last go around. It was kind of, I'd stayed off of drugs for a prolonged period of time. I went back into it and it was kind of just like, if I'm gonna do it, let's go really hard. And I did until I overdosed multiple times. The last time obviously landed me in the ICU for 3 days. Heart stopped, all that kind of stuff. So after that, it was kind of like, do I want to keep doing this and go all the way and just leave this world, or do what I can to fix my relationships and myself and live, you know?
Yeah, and we're really happy that you are here today to talk about this even more so. And now you're really focusing on the healing process of everything. You're in recovery. A big part of your story is the amount of support you're given. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, 100%. You know, if it weren't for the places I had went to, you know, I went 30 days treatment at a place called Healing Pines Recovery. That they've still been a huge support to me and to my family. And after that, my outpatient treatment center is where I met Blake at Chrysalis Aftercare Continuing Care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a lot of support that I've had from them and the housemates I live with, and mainly my family and my loved ones that I've been mending these relationships with is, you know, been most of my support. Yeah.
Jamie, we talked about the fact that you've toured so many places playing your music. That's been a really big part of this healing process for you. How has that helped, and how are you trying to channel that now to help other people?
Yeah, so rather than touring around, you know, partying all the time, channeling that into the two biggest parts of my life, which is music and recovery. I've been able to use those both together to become a music therapist. That's what I'm working towards becoming from here forward. But yeah, to help people through music is, you know, beautiful to me. I feel like music brings a lot out in people, and yeah, it kind of shows their soul without having to even speak about what they want to talk about, you know? So yeah.
We announced the big news that you're a year sober now. Congratulations again for that. There's a lot more that goes into being a year sober. I wanted to ask you personally, what are you most proud of throughout this process? What are you most proud of about yourself?
Ooh, pride. I'm just proud every night when I, you know, put my head on my pillow and I haven't used that day. That's an amazing day. Spirituality has become big into my life. That's something I'm very proud of, and mending my relationships mainly with my family, my mother, my father, my brothers. That's been huge. I'm proud of that, and every day when I lay my head down to go to sleep, I'm proud of that.
Yeah. So. Well, a lot of people are proud of you as well. Jamie, unfortunately, as you know, if you hear about fentanyl on the news, it's typically not a story where we're talking to somebody who is still alive. We're talking about people who have passed because of use of the drug. I want to take the opportunity to give you the chance to talk to anybody who might be watching at home. What is a message you would send to them, whether they're using, whether they think they might know somebody who's using, or whether they're afraid that that could eventually enter their own lives?
Yeah, I've lost a lot of friends to this drug, and there is help available. Whether you have $1 million or nothing at all, there's resources out there. There's ways to get help. Be patient with your loved ones, because this is not an easy thing. So yeah, be patient, but know there is help out there. Do your research, and if someone asks for help, tell them, you know, I have the resources available here for you. When you're ready, ask and let's do it. You know, let's get help. Yeah, there's help available.
Yeah, that's a big message that a lot of people need this morning. Jamie, thank you so much. On the other side of this break, we're actually going to come back and we're going to talk to Blake for a little bit more about the recovery process from the therapy side. We'll be right back.